Take two. I really should write a script out for these because I end up stammering around. The short version is I will be doing an update on the Mariana in a little bit, but I have been sort of taken up with other things that have gone on, and I haven't been able to put a lot of work in on her yet. I've been doing some other small projects that I'll have another video about shortly. This one is just more of a tip video that I'm excited about it, and I wanted to share it all with you because I've been using Thread Heaven ever since my experience with Disastrous Metallics, which I hate metallic thread more than I hate politics, more than I hate liver. I just hate metallic thread. But when you work with it, about the only way you can work with it is to use Thread Heaven. And you use this on anything really because it conditions the thread, it repels dirt. It's just a good idea. But as you can see, it's $3.90. It's a little cheaper if you get it online, but this is a product that I buy at my local store in order to support them because, you know, I'll be honest, some of the more expensive things I do buy online, but little things like this, if it's under $5, I try to buy it there frequently to support them. Anyway, this Thread Heaven came from there. It comes in a little box like this, and it's not sticky, it's not greasy, it's a little bit like a combination of beeswax or something, but it doesn't melt like beeswax, so it's pretty good. This whole container is filled up with it, and the idea is you run your thread across the top and it conditions it. Well, you can't do that for very long, and then all of a sudden you get down to where you've been running your thread across it, and then it's down far enough that you scrape your thread against the sides of the box and basically scrape off all of the shaky cam. Scrape off all of the protectant that you already put on your thread. And if you're anything like me, you get pet hair in your house. I shouldn't admit this, but I have to continually scrape bits off the top of the Thread Heaven because it gets dog hair stuck in it, which the upside is that then I have this little bit of goo that I can fidget with if I'm stressed out, you know, just sort of, I am such a child. That's a thing a child would do, but anyway, I do too. But so I was sitting here thinking, I can't continue to use 1/10 of this $5 thing and then have the rest of it go to waste. And then I got to think, you know what I can do? And I did it, and it works. I took my laying tool, this guy here, if you don't have one. Also, this is another under $5 thing that I got at my local cross-stitch store. It was $1.98, and it's pretty handy, but it's a little matchstick. I took it, and I went around the inside of the box and scraped it. If you don't have one of these, you could use a table knife, in all honesty. And I scraped out the gunk of Thread Heaven, the chunk of Thread Heaven. Look there, it looks like a little wobbly ice cube. Or, you know what that looks like? Did you ever read the Chronicles of Narnia and the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? And he's always talking about Turkish Delight. That's what I picture Turkish Delight looking like. Anyway, I put it on top of a lid to an old prescription bottle. And me being who I am, I have a ton of old prescription bottles. And then, look at what I can do. I can seal it in an airtight, waterproof, sealable case. Bingo! And then I just have it all that I can scrape the thread across. Whoop, and it's done. Isn't that the coolest thing? I'm so excited about this. I love innovation. Anyway, that's my latest thing. I just think that's so awesome. That's how you can make your Thread Heaven last longer. And of course, if you're me, I'll end up, you know, I will end up putting stickers all over this bottle because, like I said, I'm a giant child. But anyway, I thought that was cool. And also in an earlier video, for some reason, I am congenitally unable to figure out how to answer some of my YouTube comments. I've got to sit down and do that. But somebody asked me what I grid with in an earlier thing, and I never went down to my desk and answered it. This is what I grid with. Again, I'm not employed by these people. It's just called Easy Count Guideline. I get mine from, I mean, you can order it from their website right there, but I get mine from 123stitch.com. I've also seen it at my local store after I bought it at 123stitch. So, I mean, I think it's worth the investment. If it were $20, I would think it's worth the investment, but I think it's like $6.95 or something like that. Anyway, I said it was under $5. Maybe that's not under $5. Anyway, well, something like that. That's all I've got to say lately. I'm almost at a milestone. If you can see, I need to turn this off and go do this because I've got 6 stitches before I'm done with the first page of Mariana. I mean, obviously I've spilled over and done a lot more on the second page and even some on the third, but 6 stitches from the end of the first page. So I'm gonna stop this now and go do that. But I just really had to share the other tip with you. So have a good rest of the stitching day, and I will see you soon with more Mariana project.